Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bob seat. We got the light and everything. We're back. We missed a week. I think that's okay. Sometimes it's tough to arrange schedules, but we're back and we're back. We're going to post on Tuesday for episode 11. We've got Corey in the house for his first episode ever on the Bob seat. So excited to have him. I met Corey, what was it, last year? I think, or in
I
this
think
past
so.
maybe past summer. Um, I'm not sure. Maybe it's been a year or
I
so.
think it was I think it was around a year ago.
Yeah. Corey is in the same fraternity as me, Tau Epsilon Phi, and he's currently living in the frat house. So
No,
live. Oh,
I
you're
do
not.
not live in the frat house. I do not live in the frat
Oh, you're
house.
just hanging there.
This is my house. I just
Oh,
have the flag in the back, and
okay. He's got the flag. Oh, my bad, dude.
I do live with other Tep brothers, so it doesn't
Yeah,
surprise
you
me.
know what? It's almost like I feel like back when I was going through, like after you left the Tep house, there was like you almost kind of transitioned to another house. Like you were actually in a house now, but you were just like living with other people. I
Hmm.
don't know if that's same with you and your cohort, but I didn't do that, but a bunch of the guys, you know.
I live with two other Tep brothers, but we're on the older end of the frat, of course.
Okay, so three of you.
There's three of us, yeah.
Nice. I mean, it's a very cool looking background, much cooler than mine. Mine's a little bit more business. I use this background for work, so I kind of mix the music and it's got some certificates, some books. But yours is pretty cool with all the lights and everything. Anyway, so yeah, I met Corey about a year ago. We found out we were in the same fraternity. Found out we both like music, and we were both in Rent at the time.
Oh yeah.
He had just finished up Rent. I had finished my run. I had played Mark. He played Roger, which was like two leads in the show, and we thought that was pretty cool. We ended up going to an open mic not too long after that, and we sang. Breathe too deep. Sorry about that. Look at us. Don't think all day. Dive into Did you see this, Corey? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I've watched it
Drive the
before.
other way. Yeah. They get
Okay.
what? You want to watch the whole thing?
I mean, I was ready to watch it, but it's okay. It's okay. If
Yeah.
you have questions for me or anything,
I was just, given the
the background.
background. They see we sang together. I wasn't
Yeah.
lying.
The proof. We have proof.
And yeah, so you're like tell me like what would you like this how would you describe yourself and like what you're into? I don't want
Um,
to picture it.
so I'm about to graduate this semester. I'm a music performance major, vocal music performance major,
Yeah.
at Rutgers Camden. Uh, I've been here for some time, so I definitely have taken full advantage of being in my department and like access to the fine arts that I have here has definitely like made me grow as a musician. But I would say I'm a singer songwriter first. Um, but musical theater is something I do strongly want to pursue. I'm currently at the Ritz Theater in Oakland for Sister Act. I am playing the character Eddie in that play, and it goes on May 2nd to May 18th.
Wow. Where Ritz in New Jersey?
Hmm.
Sick. And I haven't actually seen the show. What does Eddie do?
So Eddie is a police officer
Yeah.
who, when Dolores, the main character of the show,
Yeah.
gets, she sees her boyfriend kill somebody in like the first scene, and so after she sees that, she goes to the police station and says, "I just saw somebody get killed."
Yeah.
So then, to hide her, I put her in a nunnery or a convent.
Interesting.
Getting a phone call.
Oh, okay. I was confused for a second.
um,
I thought
but
there
yeah,
was something.
um,
So you put her in a nunnery to hide her, and you
Put
were
her
a
in the
cop.
nunnery to hide her, and then my character had a crush on this girl like in high school, so he cares a lot about making sure she's safe.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And you were just in this type of role, weren't you? In the you're in town? Wasn't that kind of like a was it a cop role or like
I wouldn't
you were a
say
janitor, right? Sorry.
I was a janitor,
You were a janitor.
and
But it
but
seemed kind
I
of
led
like
the
you were
revolution. It was a
yeah,
little different. It was a little different.
yeah.
But
That was so cool though.
um
Corey's really good. Corey's a really good actor
I'm
and
okay
singer.
actor, but I'm confident in my singing.
And you said you feel like you're a singer-songwriter first. Is your
Yeah,
music on like YouTube or anything?
it is. I
What's
have some songs out, but I have a lot more to come.
what's your last name?
YHAP.
Okay, YHAP. Yap.
Yep,
Yeah, yep. Let me find you here. So, how do we? I'm gonna share my screen. All right, so this is you, right?
that is me.
How do?
These are like this is like my these are like songs I listen to. It's like my that's my actual um like I use YouTube Music, so those are like songs I've either worked on or I like to listen to. Like that's my personal
Oh, okay.
YouTube.
So we
But
can't see like your songs from here.
if you look up Corey
Yeah.
Yhap,
This
there
one?
there that
Okay,
that
yeah.
are those are my
See,
songs.
I'm helping people through here. All right, so what's the best song?
Out of these four,
Yeah.
um, the most popular one is Greekstown Girl.
Okay.
That's a project right
Before I
there.
was
But
preventing migraine with
Oh boy.
the song itself, Greekstown Girl,
Oh,
is
let
the
me
third one.
how do I get there?
Click on it again.
I got you. Okay. What's Greekstown? You playing guitar?
This is not me playing.
Okay.
Most of my time, I'm with my friend. When I saw you, no, I couldn't pretend. High top sneakers to the knee socks, keeping me in free fall down to your love. And I was hoping I could be enough, so you can be my Greekstown girl, my Greekstown girl, Greekstown girl.
22 subscribers, more than the Bob Seat. That's a great song. I can see why it's the most popular one. Tell me a little bit about that song. What's Grigstown?
So Greekstown is my hometown,
Hmm.
in Somerset, Princeton area. Um, and I grew up there, and me and my friends all had a very strong love for music, growing up. And like another
Yeah.
one of them was a pianist, and another one was a saxophone player, and
Wow.
he plays the bass guitar now. Um,
Hmm.
and during COVID, I made one of the other songs that was posted there, and it was called "Taking My Heart," and it got a little bit off the ground because like no one was doing anything during COVID. Everyone was just stuck at home and on their phones. So um, it was like the best time to be releasing music as a young person. I don't know. I had a great time doing it, but after we did that, it led us to meet someone else named Dan from our hometown, and he didn't live in Greekstown, but he was from like where we went to high school and stuff, and we knew him. But he had heard of me because of my other song, and he was like, "I would like to work with you," and then that led to us hosting a music festival in my hometown,
Wow.
and we coordinated with a bunch of other small bands and groups to do like an all original music festival in our hometown.
Mm,
And it was outside. So even though it was COVID, people were a little bit less skeptical
sure.
and or like standoffish about the idea. So
Wow.
we started planning for it and posting stuff around May because that's when I got home from school. And we did the show at the end of July.
Wow. This past July?
It was in 2021.
Oh, okay. Oh, because you said it was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Um, and those other three songs, so Greekstown Girl, Take My Hand,
Yeah, yeah.
and Stop Thinking. Those three songs were songs that I wrote specifically for the music festival so that um, I
Mm.
had more music other than my one song that people may or may not have heard.
Yeah,
But yeah,
when we did the open mic together where we were singing that song, the Rent song, you played one of your songs.
yeah,
Was that was one of the four that you have up on YouTube or no?
probably not.
How many songs have you written like overall?
I honestly don't know. I haven't sat back and counted, but I it's not a big number. It's like around like 12 to 15.
Okay, that's enough for an album.
Yeah, but they're all like scattered in terms of ideas. So I don't know.
Yeah, like they
I would
wouldn't all fit on one.
I feel like they could because they're all just about like me and personal experiences and so on and so forth. But
Yeah.
I just I never consider them to be like the same idea for me to put them on the same project.
Hmm. So Corey Yhap, the music major, singer-songwriter who's got 4 songs on YouTube, 22 subscribers. Uh, when did you graduated or not yet?
I graduate in May.
Okay, so big transition coming up. Kind
Yeah.
of, but maybe not. Like, it's you got a little bit of time before you gotta start paying your student loans back. What's next for you, man?
Um, it's still a little up in the air, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I
always
would
is.
say that I really just want to go full on like audition just anywhere and everywhere I can. Um,
So
and make
more
sure people
like
see my
theater stuff.
face. Yeah, theater stuff and like I'll try and put out more music because I'll have more time to do those kinds of things and like meet up with people to record instead of like being stuck at
Oh,
school and stuck in the like the schedule of that.
class takes up so much time, right?
It does.
Then they give you homework. It's like
I'm
stress.
not in school for too much right now. Like I'm right there at the finish line.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
have one I'm in school for one class. But
Okay, cool. What class?
I'm it's a intro to philosophy. It's a gen ed. It's a gen ed. I like the class though. I like the
Yeah.
discussion. I like
Okay.
talking
Is
to
it
my
contributing to your
leaders.
musical artistry?
Um
Not really.
no, but I it makes me think. So
Yeah,
I guess it
that's
could help
important. The
like
songwriter in you.
yeah, yeah.
So aside from the musical theater stuff, where's singer-songwriter going next?
Um
You said like you're gonna
I'll either stay
uh,
in the Camden, like South Jersey, Philly area. I'll
I, I
either
I I mean like artistically, like what's like the next like singer project? Like are you gonna write some more songs, create an album?
I'll probably like release other songs that I've written that are just not out. Like, can
Mm,
you hear this?
yeah, yeah, I can hear it. You gonna sing us a song? Oh, actually, you know what? I lost it. You have to hit original sound for musicians on. I don't know if you
Where
have
is
that. You're on your phone, right?
that?
That might be it might be a desktop only setting. You can see if it's on
Where
there.
would I find it?
Probably under settings, should say original sound for musicians. So it's nice of Zoom to offer that option,
Where is that?
but I think it might just be on desktop. but we have to see. Any sound settings or anything?
I don't see anything. I see mute participants chat. No, it's fine.
What were you gonna play us? Just describe it.
I mean, like, was it like not coming through?
I heard like a little bit, like a couple chunks of the piano, and then I just saw hands.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, you could sing it. That might work if you want.
Um, I'll do it like this then.
I mean, I could hear your voice.
Is this coming through well?
Nah, nothing.
Damn. All right.
I know.
But the song I was trying to play is called
Yeah,
"What Do You Know?" That's a song that I wrote last January.
okay.
Not this past one, the January before that, like 2024 January.
Okay.
And it was about a falling out I had with my said band that I just talked about actually, or group. Or at least that's like what motivated the song, like regardless of how accurate it could or couldn't be. But the lyrics are like, I don't know what you're saying. I don't think you know who you're talking to, 'cause who asked you? Oh, what do you know? Could you guys hear that?
Yeah, sounded great.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
am a little. I stayed up last night. My voice is a little tired. But
nice. Yeah, you're natural.
uh, but that's like the chorus, and then that's the part most people really remember, because the verses are pretty wordy, I would say.
Y-
Um,
In terms of like putting together like the project, the first album, right? Because you don't have an album yet.
no, I do not.
What do you think that would be like the message or like the centerpiece of that kind of first album for you would look like? Haven't thought that much yet about it.
No, I have, but I
Okay.
just couldn't. I could never give it a name. I
Yeah.
wouldn't know what I would call it, because
And
my songs are just like all over the place in terms of what I'm talking about.
I mean, it could just be called like, self-title, Corey Yhap, you know.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
I guess like given that you said that all your current songs just like cover thematically too much, I guess what would be like the focus you think of the first album where you kind of like that you think you could center at least 15 songs around? Like, is there any like theme that's kind of coming to the surface for you in terms of like how it represents you?
As like, I mean, like the first song on this alleged project that I would have is a song called "Fantasize."
Hmm.
And wait, let me see if I could
You gonna get the computer
if I,
set up?
if I could use my guitar.
Oh, okay. It's probably gonna. You don't have a computer?
I did not have uh, a laptop. Really.
We gotta start a GoFundMe. Bob Seat GoFundMe for Corey. That way we can hear you play.
Can you hear this?
Nope. Now, because it's blocking it out with like voice isolation. You know what I mean? It's like it pulls out the vocal stem and shuts off everything else. You look cool playing it. I'm sure like it sounds good there.
I'm not amazing at the guitar, honestly. I wouldn't even confidently say that I play it. Um,
Yeah.
but I
But
do own them, and like I mess around with them
they're so fun.
for sure.
Highly recommend guitar if you don't have one.
I
This is why Corey doesn't have a laptop.
I have
But
another guitar back there. I have
yeah,
another
I see it. That one looks cool.
that one's a Starcaster, like
Okay.
like pretty basic guitar. This one is a regular Squire Stratocaster.
Yeah, I have one that looks pretty much exactly like that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm a fan
I
of
have
the surf green.
I have an acoustic Ibanez guitar in my
Gotta have an
room.
acoustic. You
Hmm?
have to have it. You have to have an
Yeah,
acoustic, especially
absolutely.
singer-songwriter.
That was my first guitar.
And a
The
loop pedal.
I don't have a loop pedal.
Come on, it can't be Ed Sheeran without a loop pedal.
I
You're like, not my idol.
gotta get on it. I gotta get on it. I gotta
Yeah,
get more gear for sure.
yeah, I hear you. I got gear acquisition syndrome.
I'm not even sure what you could mean by that.
It's called gas for short,
Okay.
and it's when you just keep acquiring more and more gear, guitars and amps and speakers and hardware and all sorts of stuff, and you just
I
keep acquiring
so
it.
I have a mixer to my left.
Yeah.
I have a mixer and
Oh yeah.
like speakers. I have
Yep.
a speaker right here on my right.
Uh-huh.
I have an electric drum set. It's in pieces in the corner of the room.
This is our
Uh,
life, you know?
so I
You
got.
got gas. You know, you just, you'll
I can't
acquire
help
more.
myself. Even like things like lights for
Yeah. Hell
performing.
yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's
Got
all
it.
in honor of the future performance that we're gonna have at some point.
I've done. Hell yeah. I've done some shows here in my garage.
Hell yeah.
Um, and like everyone's set up like around where I'm sitting now, and like
Yeah.
we played out into the garage or out of the garage. I would open it up. It's pretty cool.
I mean, you're using it, right? Like
Yeah.
it's great. It's great to have it. It's great to have that stuff. That way you can use it if you need to.
Um,
So fantasy is the
fantasize.
fantasize the first song.
So, oh, okay. I forgot where I was at.
Oh,
Fantasize is
yeah.
a song that I wrote when I really liked somebody. I was, 21. So,
Yeah. So it starts with hope and optimism.
yes, exactly. And the last song on the project
Yeah.
is a song called "Run Around Naked," and
That's interesting.
I wrote that one because things didn't go so well with said person,
Yeah.
and
So you start running around naked.
yeah, more or less, that's really the idea. But I thought of it like as childish or take like I don't know, take it as you take it as I don't know how people would like think about it, but I thought about it like before you go. So the chorus is before you go and I run around naked. And I initially thought of it in a silly way, like I'm gonna like before you go, I'm gonna run around like just telling you I'm gonna run around and be an absolute whore. That was like my thought.
I hear you.
But it's after like fully writing the song, it was more like I'm just gonna look like a crazy person. I'm about to unravel.
Mm.
And there's a part of the song where I say, um, what's it called? I say, I guess it's time to wake up from the land of make believe. No more fairy tales or fantasies.
Mm.
Like you're no longer naive. And
Yeah.
that's like to like round out
Because the
the idea
fantasies.
from fantasize
Yeah, yeah.
into yeah.
So you got the beginning and the end.
Yeah. I have the songs in between, but I just don't know what I would call it.
I don't think you need to worry about that yet.
Right. Okay. I
Yeah,
haven't.
yeah. But I mean, that's definitely I think it's a good start, It speaks to like how we idealize certain things and, you know, come to learn life lessons through them. And
Yeah.
we're all just learning lessons, right? One after another. And then we've got Corey to write our songs to make it more interesting.
Hopefully.
And
In due
I
time.
I feel like I've heard that song actually before. I
That
want to say
might have been the one I performed that
it might
day
have been.
at the open mic.
It's a beautiful song. It's a great way to end an album.
Thank
Um, probably coming up on time in a few.
you.
just a couple more questions. I'm a curious guy. What's
It's okay.
how many shows have you been in, like theater shows?
Um, so I did Sister Act in high school. I'm in
Yeah.
Sister Act right now, but I did it in high school, and I played a different role than the one I am
Oh,
now.
interesting.
The role that I am now was the first role I ever wanted. So
Oh,
it's a
wow.
pretty full circle moment for me.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And how that is.
Um, uh, and also like Sister Act was my first musical in general,
Yeah.
and now Sister Act will be my first non-school funded musical that I participate in
Right. So the Ritz that's your first one outside of Rutgers
outside of like
or
in
any other school or
yeah,
whatever.
any school I've been in.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I did Sister Act in high school. I did Into the Woods, and I wasn't anyone significant in that, sadly. Um,
I mean, everybody's, you know, you
I
need
was
to say,
Cinderella's father. The carriage is waiting.
hey, that's
Is
better
my
than the
only line.
tree. Nothing against the trees,
um,
especially in the woods, into the woods, right? This tree's probably prominent.
yeah, it was a fun show. I loved it, but I just didn't do much. So Into the Woods, Sister Act.
Yeah.
And then when I got to college, I did the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee,
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
and I was Leaf Coney Bear in that play.
That sounds significant. I don't remember, but that sounds significant.
That one is it's pretty funny, I
His
would
name's
say.
Leaf.
Leaf
Leaf
Coney
is,
Bear.
I mean,
That
is
was
that as
his
like
name.
a significant role?
He was there are like 6 or 7 roles on the show,
Okay. So you were moving
and
toward the,
everyone was a lead basically.
oh, okay. That's significant. Okay.
And
So,
that was when I was 18.
spelling bee. Okay. At 18. And how old are you
Um,
now?
I'm 24.
24. Okay.
Um, so spelling bee, and then my sophomore year was when COVID happened and it sent everybody home. But I was Billy Crocker in Anything Goes. Um, that was another
Significant
fun
or
one.
I've never seen
Huh?
it. Never seen that one. Is that a significant guy or?
He's the main. He's the main
All
character.
right. So now he's the lead. Okay. Keep it going.
Um, and he basically follows this girl onto a boat. And he's like madly in love with her, but um, the story revolves around his friend who's a performer on the boat. Her name's Reno Sweeney, and uh, she is a performer. So then I follow her onto the boat, and my boss told me to like sell shares sell shares for his company, and I don't do it because I'm too busy chasing this girl on this boat.
Yeah.
But my boss is on the boat and my friend's on the boat, so now I'm like running around dressing like a sailor and pretending to be all these different people that I'm not.
Mm.
And then when I finally get to the girl that I've been chasing, they mistaken me for a criminal. And it's funny because the joke is that the boat had nobody interesting on the boat. Like, where are the celebrities? Where are the famous people? That's what the people on the boat say. And one of like one of the biggest criminals of their time uh, was on the ship, or at least escaped, and they believed was on the ship, but he didn't make it. But then I took his ticket, so that everyone thinks I'm this criminal, this famous criminal, and instead of arresting me, they um, they celebrate the fact that I'm there because I'm keeping it interesting. And
Anything goes, right? Is that's the
anything goes. And
yeah.
then once I tell them that I'm not this actual criminal, then they put me in jail on the ship.
When you say you're not the criminal,
Yeah,
that's when they put you in jail.
that's when they arrest me. Yeah,
It's a pretty funny premise.
yeah. It's a funny show.
Yeah.
I think I prefer if a show is funny. I don't think I can be in a serious musical. I don't
I
know.
mean, Rent wasn't really funny per se. I mean, there were
I
comedic
guess not.
moments, but I felt like that was actually tough for me because I felt like it was like more like dramatic. Um, yeah. But I love the show, right? It's like just such a good show. All right, so anything goes. I want to hear the whole arc.
So anything goes was so Sister Act, Into the Woods, Spelling Bee, Anything Goes. I did this show called The Spitfire Grill. It's an off-Broadway musical.
Okay.
And it was very homey, very, I don't know. Everyone felt like a family. It took place in
Okay.
a small town, and the main character is a lady who just got released from prison, and she not released, she's on parole in this town to like for better behavior. They put her in this town. Uh,
Hmm.
and I was the police officer in that, and I'm her
Police
parole
officer.
officer. Yep. That was really my character. And
Significant or not?
he's he he was more of a supporting role, I would
Yeah.
say. But
Spitfire Grill?
the Spitfire Grill,
Okay. Off Broadway.
off Broadway musical.
All right. What's the next one?
Um, then I did Rent.
Got you.
That was show number 6. Rent. I was Roger. You know the plot of that one. I loved
And
it.
which of these were once you were in college?
I'm sorry.
And which one of these were once you were in college?
Spelling Bee, Anything Goes, Spitfire
Yeah.
Grill, Rent were
Wow.
in college.
Wow. Okay.
I've been in
And then,
college for a little bit longer than planned. So
hey, it's all good, man. It's all education. So
after
after,
Rent, after Rent, I did
yes.
Urinetown,
Yeah, I saw that one.
and that's when I met you when I was
Yep.
doing Urinetown,
Yep.
and I did Rocky Horror in the fall,
Oh,
the
wow.
Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I was Eddie in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
That's got to be a lead, right?
He sings Hot Patootie, so he sings one song and then he gets killed actually, but he steals the show, and that's why
Yeah,
Frankie kills
he
him.
has to. I imagine like you're not going to take a role that doesn't steal the show.
Oh no,
Not at this point.
I actually requested the role, like or
Yeah,
I shouldn't say it like that. I told them I didn't want to play anyone else. There were plenty of other roles in the show that I could have been, but
like
I just didn't want to be anyone else. I just wanted to come in, sing my one song, and then like be on my way. And I thought it was going to be my last musical, or it was my last musical at Rutgers. So
yeah.
yeah,
Y- Look, I mean, I feel like after your Urinetown performance, you could probably pick whatever role you want there from them.
I'd say that's true.
It's pretty spectacular, man. I mean, look, I will say I feel like there was a lot of talent on the stage. There was some really good people,
Mhm.
but like if you know, nobody that's listening to this will have seen it, but it was a very good show. I had never seen Urinetown, and you made it very interesting.
Thank
Um,
you.
yeah, I think we're probably wrapping up. I guess. Man, it was great just like talking to you and like getting to hear a little bit about your musical background. We never really got to kind of touch on that. I feel like I got more context of like knowing who you are. Hopefully, anybody who watches this will too. And I guess, I'm just curious, like what is, if you got 4 songs on YouTube, I'm gonna put the link up. Anybody that watches this, I'm sure will probably want to just check that out, check out your 4 songs. Not what it take 15 minutes to listen to all of them.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's like not even.
you know what I mean? You're really getting in on the ground level here with Corey. He's got 22 subscribers, and that's actually pretty surprising. I'm sure you could tell the quality of just like him singing and his passion. Like not a lot of people these days are like going all in on music, right? Like a lot of people play
Hell
it
no,
safe.
they're
Uh,
not.
the safest Corey's playing in his intro to philosophy and as his last class for his college career, but that's not him. He's your next musical
Sensation.
inspiration and sensation. Yeah. Look,
Hopefully,
I'm serious. I'm excited to see what you come out with. And what's the next song? Like what can people look forward to from Corey in this transition when you graduate in a couple months?
I have a few songs to come.
Yeah. We're gonna see them over like the next couple months or something, or
Hopefully, part
yeah.
of part of the reason is that oddly enough, people stole stuff from the studio at our school, and
Wow.
we can't use. We needed the equipment that they took to finish my songs. so that I
No
never finished them.
way. What do they have?
They they stole an Apollo Twin.
What's
They
that? That's
It's an audio interface.
oh, it's an interface.
Yeah,
What kind of interface? Like, what is it? What's special about it?
it's just like the best one you could get,
Really?
as good as it gets.
Better than the baby face RME?
I'm not gonna act like I know what that one is. I should know. I should, but I
I should
don't.
know what Apollo Twin is. I've never heard of that, but okay, but it was really good. Okay.
And
What
they
else?
stole like microphones and other miscellaneous things from the studio.
Man. Okay. Well, I mean, you have some equipment, but
Yeah, I do.
we got to start a GoFundMe to finish your track.
Maybe actually,
I mean, if you want, I can help. Maybe I can. I don't know. I have an interface. I have a couple interfaces.
we can talk more about it.
We could
I
talk.
I
We could talk
I have
offline.
other friends who have interfaces and stuff. It's
He's got a lot of
it's
friends,
just
folks.
like I don't know what happened. It was the computer. We were waiting for the computer to switch,
Yeah.
and then we got a new computer in the studio. And once we got the new computer, equipment started disappearing because I was putting so many like different like recorded tracks into my own music, um, that it would crash. It would crash the old computer, the old one that had been there for
Ah,
years,
so you needed to update it, but then you got the new computer. Somebody copied the key and started stealing things.
more or less.
Wow.
But now we got a camera on the room and in the room, and we have precaution has been taken so that we don't have to deal with this stuff again.
Well, you're graduating in May, so can you
Yeah,
take your draft or your work in progress to
I
like,
can. I can take it other places.
it's good.
Um, and the person who like helped me do that, the producer is he has like all the stems and stuff. Like
Okay.
he has the base for a lot of those things.
So you just wait till you have the free time when you graduate.
Yes, as of now.
And then we're going all
It
in.
might even I might even be able to get stuff out before then, or at least finish it before I graduate and just release it right away.
Look, if you need an acoustic bass solo, uh, you know,
You
you
play
know
the
where
bass like is that your which guitar is your primary one, would you say?
probably this one because it has my name on it here.
It's pretty sick. What kind of guitar is it?
It's a PRS Villa,
It looks cool.
Sentala. Yeah, it's like an offset. I added like some gold kind of hardware on there.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, not too bad.
A
I
lot
was
cooler than my guitar.
it's okay, one step at a time. You have the gas, so
Yeah,
the gear will be acquired.
it will be there. It will be
Maybe
there.
even
I
at
do
Apollo.
have a piano though, you know,
At,
sitting at a piano.
yeah, piano is incredible,
I
right?
love
Isn't
it.
it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did you know that I mean, you probably know, but do you know piano means what? Soft in Italian?
Yeah,
So
like
interesting.
piano, like it used to be
Oh,
called
like
a piano forte,
sure, yeah, yeah, yeah.
but
Oh,
then
wait, the instrument did?
the instrument used to be called a piano forte because
That
it was
makes more
capable of
sense
doing both.
because you could do soft or hard.
Yes.
It's got dynamic.
Yeah.
Can't really do it
So,
with a guitar. Kind of, but like,
um, but that was
not
like the
really.
original name, the piano forte, and then
How about that?
piano's just easier to say, so that's what people know it as.
Interesting.
Because it
Why is
is
it called
like
key? Because nobody
because
actually plays it.
piano is a musical term, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
for volume,
yeah. Like glissando.
right?
We don't use that word for enough other things. Like I don't know anything else that's called a glissando.
Well,
It could easily be somebody's name.
it could be. I think it
If
would be
you
a
have
little silly,
if you have a
but
son someday, I recommend glissando.
I might pick a different direction. It could still be musical, like cadence or
Bob is a
something.
good name.
Bob's a good name. Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Who
so.
knows? Who knows?
Who knows? All right. Well, I think that's a wrap. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Yhap, that's a wrap. And I'll post his link, and we'll follow your career, my friend,
Thank you.
and hopefully have you back on maybe a month or two, see where you're at, see what the songs are, and chat some more.
Alrighty.
Until then, it's been my friend.
Thank you
This
for
is
having me.
Update.